it isn't just the sum of acquiring objects and furniture from different brands. I've spent a lot of time training my eye and understanding what fits us as a family. It had to reflect not just our personality, but also remind us of the values to imbibe, that is, being rooted, grounded, and comfortable. We moved to Cochin about 4 years ago. I feel the city has, trappings of a small town and, the conveniences of a modern city, and I think that's what really drew us.
So 3 BHK apartment and approximately 1600 square feet. We have master bedroom, we have one guest bedroom, and one study area and the kitchen.
So our nature of work is such that we can be based out of any city. What we do during our downtime, which is very important to us. When we come here, we completely go inward.
We are not really looking for an escape, because the way we live itself is one of the most comfortable and the coziest ways, and I would want to escape to this place.
I tend to veer towards the tropical modern decor of Kerala and Sri Lanka while maintaining a fairly monochromatic palette in the living rooms. The only place where there's been a departure is in our bedrooms, where you see wallpaper. The indigenous elephant seems to be a recurring theme of the home. That's an ode to Kerala. Rosemary's Baby, which is a horror film, but I remember my big takeaway from that film was this apartment in the Upper East Side and a Michael Keaton movie called My Life. So I remember they had these glass blocks in his kitchen, and Naveen and I were immediately drawn to it. We were like, what's that? In terms of materiality, apart from the very obvious use of wood, I really like stone, especially granite and Indian marble, as it's dug directly from the earth. And by that, no two stones will ever be similar. So in this flat, we have balconies in every bedroom. We didn't need that many balconies, so we completely closed up the tiny balconies and made it like sit out, and underneath is just storage.
And then the balcony space is my favorite espresso coffee time, and that's when I can see the sunset happening also. I can see the colors, I can see if it rains.
Light fixtures are something that we're really, really particular about. We think of if we have to shoot something here now in the night, it would be nice, it would have a hair light, it has an accent light. I knew I wanted it to be consistent, but also a mix of styles, as I didn't want it to feel too dated in a single time period. So you will see a mid-century modern sofa and a Chandigarh chair coexisting with postmodern elements like the glass cube windows, curved floor lamps, steel legs inspired by Charlotte Perron, and also bits of South Indian classicism like the teak pillars sourced from a godown in Chettinad from one of our travels, matched with a colonial style swing which doubles up as a daybed. Over the years, we've identified individual artisans and Indian craftsmen through the internet or from exhibits that we frequent, and have requested them to make very specific things for us.
There is a story behind everything that you're seeing.
Everything in the house is made in India. Nothing is bought from another country or even imported. This home has seen us transition from a newly married couple to sleep-deprived new parents to family get-togethers and hosting friends from far and wide. This home has been very kind to us, and it's been a very fulfilling journey.
My friend Prabhakar, he approached me to renovate this house. This is actually his ancestral home and he lives nearby. House is around 2000 square feet, including the both floors, a little off from Thrissur town. The ground floor, his grandparents were occupying. First floor, it was to entertain his friends. So it was an entirely different concept from the ground floor, and both had different functions as well. His grandparents were using the space for last 20-25 years. So we wanted to retain that familiarity they had with the house. So we try to retain the functions as such, pathways, how they walk through the house. A lot of doorways, a lot of doors, windows inside the house itself. I think 15-20 numbers of them. We just made it a little more bigger, wider. They had a lot of wooden ceilings and all. We try to retain that. So ground floor is more of a white tone, largely eggshell whites. We use grey oxides at the exterior side. Over a period of time, they did small changes to the house. It was all mixed up and we tried to unify the entire space. we didn't want to clutter the first floor. It was around 600 square feet plus the terrace area. Even in that 600 square feet, the existing place had at least 5 rooms in it. So here also we opened it up. We retained one bedroom as such and we converted one bedroom into a bathroom. So we had 3 parallel sections or 3 parallel sides for the first floor. Sides had a lot of light coming in, a lot of wind coming in. We made the center part a little more on the darker side in terms of finishes, colors and all. And we had a black oxide flooring which connected the entire space. We custom made a sofa fitting into a wall. So that was a long sofa and I think it can accommodate like 5 or 6 people at a time. They have a large pond on one side and they have paddy fields on the other side of the house. And we took advantage of that to bring in more light into the house. So this was an old house. It had mud walls, it had laterite stone walls. So we had to do it one opening at a time and reinforce each opening. And I think that part took a lot of time and a lot of effort. We wanted to get that soul back to the house, that old home charm.
Hi, I am Amrita Karnakar. Today I am sharing a design walkthrough of my very own home. Our home, we call it our little spa jungle because as you enter, you are transported into another world, engaged by the chirping of birds, gustling of wind, and eye enticed by all the greenery, which is very difficult to find in Mumbai city. Our living room is connected to our terrace that boasts of a collection of trees, bonsais, fruiting plants to a variety of colorful orchids that have grown up with me and are first babies to my parents. The blending of the living and the dining room with the terrace blurs the lines of the inside with the outside. The green leather sofa brings a connect with the green of the terrace. This home is a reflection of my family. It speaks of a South Indian heritage and our love for all things made in India. The earthy wooden palette takes you back to the old South Indian home with the use of brass elements in different corners of the house. Our collectibles all have a story to tell for all our travels over the years. It is very special to me as it is a home I have grown up in and have seen it transform while growing up and then being able to add my own twist to it over the years.